When it comes to artificial intelligence, there's this really strange and fascinating puzzle that's starting to emerge. And what's wild is that it probably says a lot more about us than it does about the machines. Today, we're going to dig into the AI consciousness paradox. So let's just jump right in with a big one, a question that honestly feels less and less like sci-fi every single day. Does AI actually have a mind? But the really surprising part isn't the question itself. It's how our own actions are already answering it and creating this massive contradiction. To really get to the bottom of this, we've got to look at how we're already behaving around AI. I mean, are we treating these systems like simple tools, or are we starting to treat them more like a new friend? Just think about it for a second. We've got chatbots that are basically our digital confidants, digital assistants we talk to like they're actual people. Whether we mean to or not, we're starting to act as if these AIs have minds. We're forming real, genuine feelings of connection, even intimacy with them.
Okay, but here's where things get really, really tricky, philosophically speaking. For centuries, thinkers have been arguing about what the essential ingredient for a mind even is. And you know what? A whole lot of them have landed on one surprisingly dark condition: the ability to suffer. So this is the crucial point. According to philosophers Daniel Wegner and Kurt Gray, for us to truly believe that something has a mind, we need to see that it can suffer. It's those outward signs, a wince, a cry, any sign of pain that flips a switch in our own heads and moves something from the object category into the being category. And look, this isn't just some fringe idea. It's echoed by other major thinkers. The historian Yuval Noah Harari, he puts it even more bluntly. He basically argues that the fundamental condition for consciousness itself is the ability to suffer. No suffering, no consciousness. Simple as that. Okay, so let's try and connect these two huge ideas. If our brains are basically hardwired to see suffering as proof of a mind, and at the same time we're building these relationships with AI, what in the world does that mean for these artificial entities? This is where we find this logical trap that we're setting for ourselves. There's a really deep inconsistency in how we're thinking about all this. Let's break down these contradictory thoughts. The paradox is laid out perfectly right here. On one side, you have our actions. We're totally attributing minds to AI and feeling close to them. But then on the other side, you have our beliefs. The vast majority of us do not think a piece of code can actually suffer. So we're granting them consciousness, while at the exact same time denying the one thing we believe is required for it. I mean, we are acting one way while believing the complete opposite. We're basically trying to have our cake and eat it too. We want the companionship of a mind, but without any of the moral responsibility that comes with admitting it can feel pain. It's a huge contradiction, and it's all playing out right now. So, where does this contradiction leave us? Well, it forces us to face a question that could seriously define the next era of technology and philosophy. Is it even possible to have a mind that can't suffer? Ultimately, this whole paradox forces us to deal with it. We're forming these bonds with things we treat like they have minds, while denying them the one quality we think is essential for a mind to even exist. Our whole framework for understanding this is broken, and it leaves us with this haunting and absolutely essential question. If we can't use the universal language of suffering, then how will we ever truly come to read the minds of AI?